What is the crack here? It's Scott, me, Big Scott, of course, on All Leeds TV. And before I get into it, I'm very, very happy to announce that I have actually found my Punjabi Whites beanie cap. So, yeah, thank you again, the Punjabi Whites, for the hat. So, yes, I found it. I found it. There we go. I couldn't find it for ages. But listen, you're not here to watch me ramble on about. So, I'm going to tilt this a bit. Not here to watch me ramble on about finding a long lost hat. As the title suggests, this is our take, well, my take on the Raphinha saga. Please do, as always, make sure you smash that wee like button for me. There, boom. Smash that wee like button for me. And put your comments in. Let me know your thoughts on it. What I'm going to go through here are the things that we know and basically hazard a guess on some of the things we don't know. Now, to do this and to do this right, I have had to go and basically do a bit of research. And there's a lot out there to be done, a lot to be read. So, of course, I went and spoke to one of our sources, the same source that has always pulled through for us. Whether you believe it or not, we have had reliable information from multiple sources on several times. So, at the minute, I honestly think from what we know, from what we've been told, from what we have seen in the media, and from sort of educated guesses and other articles and things in the media, I would say Raphinha to Barca is as close to done as will be. Hopefully it's done today, tomorrow. We're going to go into a couple of things here. I'm going to start off with what we know. Okay. Now, first of all, this is not, I'm not going to say to you, this is exactly 100%. This is not, we're not going to put percentages on it. We're not going to do anything like that. We're just going to tell you what we all know already and some of the stuff that we have been informed of as well. So obviously, we talk to people in various circles, and some things are reliable, others not so much. I like to always go back to last December when apparently Raphinha had agreed terms with Bayern Munich, yet he had never even spoke to Bayern Munich. But, you know, some reliable people out there who, in fairness, have been right about everything in this window so far, were saying that he was on his way to Bayern Munich and he hadn't even discussed anything with them. So, what we know, firstly, Raphinha wants to go to Barcelona and Barcelona want Raphinha. Okay? So, Barcelona, what we've seen and again, what we've been informed of, Barcelona, what's happened now? I like that wee. I need to turn that wee timer off. Yeah, it's better. Leave all Leeds TV stuff. So, Barcelona, from what we've been informed, want to pay the fee in 3 separate installments. And again, that's going to be the same for any players they sign for a large fee this summer. It's just how Barcelona is going to have to go about their business. They have matched, double check what I've been told, they have matched Chelsea's offer. So Chelsea offered us 60 million. Barcelona have matched that. However, they want to pay it in 3 installments. Now, the issue with this is Leeds are unsure about this because of Barcelona's questionable financial situation. Imagine Leeds being in the position to question a team like Barcelona's finances. How times have changed. Thank you, Radrazani, for that. And all involved there. So yeah, they owe other clubs installments, and they owe a large percentage of their players' wages as well. So they haven't been holding up to their end of the bargain on certain things. So of course, Leeds are going to be hesitant on agreeing to pay in installments. Obviously, if they agree that it's to be paid in installments, well, that's money owed to us, and it's money that we can spend before we have it, basically. So there's the upside of it. There's the plus side of it. So Leeds this week, as it's been reported, have set Barcelona a formal deadline to meet their valuation. We don't know when it is, But an educated guess would tell you that this deadline has been set before the team head off to Australia on Sunday. Again, that's not gospel. That's not coming from sources in the know or anything. That is just an educated guess to go, right, well, Marsh has made it clear he wants as much business done as possible before the pre-season tour. And he's made it clear that he wants Raphinha's transfer saga, as we've been calling it, resolved before they go on tour. So everyone's on good terms. And the reason that they've done this deadline is it's very, very similar is what Kane tried to do last year. The only way Raf could leave for Barca after the deadline is if he forces the move like Kane did last season. But that didn't work out for Kane so well. Marsh, the club, and Raphinha are all on good terms from what we've been told. And they're just wanting it all sorted out quickly. There's no one being awkward. So there's no one refusing to go to training. There's no unwillingness to be part of the team. It's a case of March doesn't want to put the time and energy into a player that may or may not be here in a couple of days' time. So, of course, that makes sense. And the reason I'm saying that is because Marsh has done that in previous jobs. Very straight to the point. Boom. Listen, if you're not going to be here, I'm not putting my energy into it in a completely amicable way. So I'm happy with that as well. Now, here's where things could get interesting. Barcelona have asked Raf and Deco to reject Chelsea to give them more time to match the bid. Right. Now, here's the other thing. Real Madrid are monitoring the situation. They are unlikely to make a move until after the World Cup due to Raf's current low commercial value and a highly complicated transfer sanction for overseas players. So that's something, again, affecting Real Madrid. They won't pay over 50 million for a player who isn't a household name. That makes sense when you're Real Madrid. They're ready to move in if Raf makes a name for himself at the World Cup. Deco, who, as many of you know, he's a Barcelona legend. Deco's involvement with Raphinha has also put off Real Madrid. So obviously, you know, when Deco's his agent, Barcelona made Real Madrid have that rivalry. They don't want to do business with him. Deco doesn't want to do. It's a basic rivalry there, and it seems deep-seated, deep-rooted. And that may sound petty, but from what we're told, that does genuinely seem to be a bit of an issue for Madrid. They don't want to deal with Deco. Where else am I seeing here from the messages I'm getting? Unless they're sure. This is the thing with Madrid. So unless they're 100% sure he can perform at the top level, as in the World Cup for Brazil. So I'm going to come to this at the end, but I think Raf's here till at least January, I think. Unless Barca do get, everything in the gear. Raphinha, this is the thing. He has his heart set on Barcelona, but I do believe a Real Madrid move would interest him. After the World Cup, whatever happens, it's debatable whether he goes to Barcelona or whether he goes to Real Madrid. But PSG are also watching the situation. They are interested in Raphinha, who has played in French League, obviously before coming to us. So he is familiar with it. PSG are watching them too. So straight away, they're a team that don't have those financial issues to a point that Barcelona and Real Madrid do. But where they are sort of caught is that they are debating between, is it Moussa Diaby or Raphinha to replace Di Maria. And again, that all could be changed again if Dembele turns down Barca and PSG go for him instead. There's a couple of things that are a knock-on effect. Diaby is currently the more likely of the two to sign due to him being a former PSG player. But it's not 100% against the odds. It's unknown if Raf would be interested in signing for PSG. Okay, pardon me on. I do, again, this isn't from an unknown, this is my own thoughts and opinion on it. I believe if Barca can't put it together for Raphinha right now, but PSG come in, I believe he would still opt to stay with us until Barca can get it sorted. Honestly, I do believe that. I just have a feeling Raphinha is happy to stay where he is, put in the graft, and become a name at Leeds, even when he goes. Because obviously he still will be. But maybe another half a season with Raphinha is what we're getting. To clarify, Raphinha has not, despite what people are posting on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, their LinkedIn, on their OnlyFans, on their great granny's dog walkers lead, Raphinha has not refused to train. He is currently expected to go on the Australian tour. Jesse Marsh confirmed Raphinha trained yesterday. So where's this refusal to train? Again, it comes down to Marsh says before you get fully involved, this transfer saga needs to be resolved. Again, that is why I do believe that the deadline Leeds have set is Sunday. Maybe tomorrow. Oh. Now, from what we're being told, this is the most likely scenario. Okay, the most likely scenario is Barcelona get the deal sorted. The PSG are watching the situation with interest. If Barca let the deadline pass, Real Madrid could be ready to pounce if the deal isn't sealed before the World Cup. So much so, they haven't signed a winger so far this summer, despite losing Bale and potentially losing Asensio. They haven't signed a winger. Raphinha could be that winger. They're wanting. Apologies about the dog barking. Right. Now, the last thing we're going to note regarding the tour and this here is Raphinha going on the Australian tour does not mean that he is 100% staying. The deal could still happen after the Australian tour. Chelsea still want him. PSG might decide against Diaby and go, and then they might decide against Dembele as well, and they might go for Raphinha. Again, it's unclear if Raphinha would accept or reject both of them. Barca is where he wants to go. We do believe that if Barca do not have their finances sorted in time for the deadline, we do believe Raphinha will be here. Again, it's not concrete. We do believe Raphinha will be here until at least after the World Cup. At that point, Barca may be able to come in. Real Madrid might be ready to pounce. PSG might go, right, I want them anyway. There could be a whole string of things. One thing, and I'm going to be honest, just from reading through what I've been told, what we've looked at, and this and that, I don't believe he's going to another English club. I really don't. And if Chelsea are getting Raheem Sterling here, well then Raphinha, I don't see where Raphinha fits in there. Who knows? I doubt he's going there. I think the fact that he's turned down, is it 3 contract offers from Chelsea? It's pretty clear he doesn't want to go. Like, I'm just saying, I doubt Chelsea's happening. And again, just to clarify, we don't know when this deadline was set or for by Leeds. So it could very well be after the Australian tour. We just think it makes sense that if Raphinha is going to be going, that he won't be part of that squad going away to Australia. So the most likely scenario is that Barca can get their finances together. Leeds agree to the installments. Raphinha gets that dream move to Barcelona. We get 60 million available to spend right now, even though it's coming in drips and drabs. And we'll see what happens. It looks like Leeds are very keen to not let this run on into the last few weeks of the transfer window. And that is smart business by Leeds, if that is the case. Again, just going by some of the things that we've been told, what we've read, and also just sort of using my own noggin, using my own loaf here. Listen, thank you very, very much for watching this far. Let me know in the comments what you think of all this. Let me know. Because, again, I do believe Raphinha, again, it's not set in stone, I do believe Raphinha is here until after the World Cup. And if that's the case, well, the thought of Raphinha on the right, Harrison on the left, Sinisterra and Bamford up there, or even Joffe, Whoa, that is tasty and dangerous. Then you've got that midfield selection, a selection of midfielders to choose from. You know, your first choice midfielders straight away are going to be Tyler Adams, Mark Rocca, and Brendan Aronson. That's the new signings, plus the ones that are already there, plus the young guys breaking through. We have squad depth now. Raphinha going will be sad to see him go. Obviously, he's been a great servant of the club for the 2 years he's been here. And I think if he is staying until January, he will have his head in the game and he will make an impact and he will make a difference. And I do think that if he does stay until at least January, we are going to have a very, very exciting and a nerve-wracking roller coaster of the first half of the season prior to the World Cup. Folks, thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you hit this wee like button. Boom, 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 boom. There it is. That like button. Never get the finger thing right. Never get the finger thing right. But yes, thank you again. And make sure if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so now. And I'll see you all in the next one. Hopefully, it'll be a wee reaction to Raphinha moving to Barcelona. Maybe we're signing this striker that Jesse March says we're hunting down. And it will most certainly be a watch-along at 5 a.m. against Brisbane Roar. I'll see you soon. Till the world stops going round.